Hey everyone, it's Jason from Play Some Video Games, and I am here with a review done quick of Miles and Kilo, a brand new game that just hit the Switch eShop on the 5th of July. And let's get into it. It's developed by Michael Burns. Chris Kukla is our composer, and our publisher is 4 Horses. Now, this game was previously available on Steam, and it looks like on mobile devices, but this is a brand new release on the Switch eShop. And I've seen a majority of outlets talking about this as a platformer. And while, yes, it is like a very strategic, intricate, precision-based platformer, for me, this game is a runner. It's not like an infinite runner because there are, a unique starting and end point to each stage, but it does very much feel like a runner to me, and that is not a bad thing. It's got a classic 2D art style from like the 16-bit era. It just really harkens back to those old school days of playing games growing up for me. Now, this is a little more precision and harder difficulty than something like that I remembered, but it was a fun journey. You play as Miles and Kilo, a boy and his dog, and you're flying for whatever reason, I can't remember why, but your plane crashes on this island because of a storm, and these evil bad guys come and steal all the parts to your plane. So you guys are now going to track down and get the parts back from these bosses so you can get your plane back together and fly off to your destination. There's 36 levels, with including the 5 boss fights, and then after you actually complete the the main story, you then unlock a time attack mode. So there's some replayability there. And let's just talk into the gameplay. You can choose to play the game just like a normal platformer, but for me, there is an option to auto-run. So I said, perfect, I'm going to just auto-run this game. And that's what I did. You can play this game with 2 buttons, the jump and the special attack. Otherwise, there are stages where Kilo is there and Miles grabs the leash and Kilo just pulls him, and those were auto-scrolling stages. But I haven't really played a whole lot of runners, but I really enjoyed this. It's something like you kind of get into a rhythm, and get into a flow of what's going on stage, and the music and everything. It's got some great chiptune sounds. I could have used a little more variety there. I after a while, some of the stages kind of got a little bit repetitive for me, but the gameplay hook is just entertaining, and I feel like it's something it's a good palate cleanser. For me, I was playing something, and then I was like, I want to refresh myself, and I popped in Miles and Kilo, and I was just going through some levels trying to beat my score. And there's some achievements inside the game as well that you can unlock, so that's like a fun little twist as well. For me, having zero background on the game, I just thought, it's a fun refresher that kind of takes us back to a simpler time in games. And really, I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't recommend this to you guys. It's got great, it controls awesome. The controls are tight. I never thought a death was because of the controls. It was a mistake I made in my inputs. So the controls are tight, the gameplay loop is entertaining, and it's great to look at, especially if you're into that aesthetic from the older days. Now, the story is a little lacking, but that's not the point of this game. The point is just the gameplay itself, and for that, I think it delivers. So again, this as a review done quick, I do want to give you some score. Here at PSVG, we kind of go on out of a 100 score. So I'm going to give Miles and Kilo an 85 out of 100. I think it's a great game at, I believe, $9 on the eShop. Let me confirm for you. $7.99 on the eShop. I don't think you can go wrong. So please go out there, support a great indie developer, pick up Miles and Kilo on the Switch. I don't think you'll regret it one bit. Again, thank you for listening to this review. Please check out everything else we're doing at Play Some Video Games, psvg.blog, and please check out all the other great content happening from the Make Us Better community, and join us on Discord, pick up this game, and let me know what you thought. Thanks for listening.